morning, guys. I hope everybody's doing well today. Today we are going to run our Determining the Kinetic Energy of a Pendulum lab. Before you get started watching this video much more, you should go through and answer the pre-lab questions that are on the first 2 pages there. And then today I'm going to be running the lab. So I've got it all set up here. I've got my pendulum here, so I put a weight on the end of my string. I've got the board to set my block on, which is there. Now, since I'm running this all by myself, I am going to make some lines for the beginning placement of my block, so it makes it a little easier for me to measure how far it moves. So I guess let's go ahead and get started. So the very first thing it tells me to do is measure the height above the ground of my pendulum. So I'm just going to move that over to the side, and I am going to measure it to the bottom of the pendulum from the ground. So that is at 2.7 centimeters. That'll be the height of the impact when I don't have any bricks under the board. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and slide that back there. And then it tells me that I need to lift the bob until it is 30 centimeters from the ground. So I'm going to go out here. There, it's at 30 centimeters. And now I need to release it 3 times and measure how far that block moves when the pendulum strikes it. So let's go for 1. Trial 1 here. Okay. So on trial 1, the block moved 2.1 centimeters. I'm going to go ahead and reset my block. And I am again going to raise the bob to 30 centimeters. And release. Okay. This time it moved it 2.4 centimeters. So on trial 2, it went 2.4 centimeters. And now for trial 3, again, raise it to 30 centimeters. Release. That one, it did not move very much at all. This time it moved 0.9 centimeters. All right. So, next up it tells you to put bricks underneath. I'm not putting bricks, I'm using books. So there are my books. Here is my board. And it says that I need to move it so it hits it. So it'll hit. Let's see here. Alright, and so I need to move a little farther yet. And this time I'm going to move that there. I'm just making sure that the pendulum will clear the end of the board, which is what I'm running into issues with. Alright, so there, it's clearing it. Okay, so I'm going to go here, marking my starting line, and this time we have to know the height of impact again. So, oops, come on. Our height of impact this time, and I'm just going back straight, is 5.2 centimeters. So the height of impact with 2 bricks is 5.2 centimeters. Okay, so again, we're going to raise it to 30, release, and we're going to measure how far that block moves. Okay, so I'm at 30. I'm going to go ahead and release for trial 1. Whoops. Might help if I line it up a little bit better. Alright, trial 1. Oh, I know what my problem is. Not releasing straight. Okay, so we are at 30 centimeters. Trial 1. Alright, this time our block moved 2.9 centimeters. So I'm going to reset my block, grab the pendulum, go back up to 30 centimeters. And release. And this time, it moved the block 3.1 centimeters. Reset my block. Lift to 30 centimeters. Release for trial 3. And this time, it moved the block. Oh, where's my starting line? There it is. It moved the block 5.4 centimeters. Okay, so next, I have to raise this again. Put my board on, put my block on, and figure out where it will hit. So we'll go there. I'm going to measure the height of impact now. And again, we're just going to go straight back. Our height of impact is at 8.3 centimeters. So with 4 bricks supporting the board, the height of impact is at 8.4 centimeters. Now let's run our trials. So again, we are going to lift to 30 centimeters. And release. Whoop. Oh, I didn't push that back straight. Okay. So 30 centimeters and release. Okay, this time it moved the block 5.2 centimeters. So I'm going to reset. Lift to 30 centimeters. Release. measure the distance that it moved. This time we are at 5.6 centimeters. Again, for trial 3, oops, lift to 30 centimeters. Gosh darn it. I guess this is why they say to do the lab with 2 people. Alright, lift to 30 centimeters, release. Alan was kind of wimpy. And the distance that it moved is 2.1 centimeters. Alright, so now you can finish up the lab. You have to find the average distance it moved each time. And then you are going to go ahead and answer these analysis and conclusion questions, as well as this go further question. You can turn these in, this lab, as well as anything that you have already done, into the school anytime during school hours that the building's normally open. Just drop it in the box there. Hopefully you have picked up your new packet as well. And I hope to see you guys back soon.